My name is Emily. I'm 27, and until 3 months ago, I thought I had life all figured out. I had a fiancé, a beautiful apartment, and what I thought was the start of a perfect future. His name was Alex. We met in college, survived the awkward early 20s together, and last Christmas he proposed. I said yes without hesitation. But here's the thing about life: you never see betrayal coming. The first red flags. It started with small things. Alex used to call me during his lunch breaks, send me silly memes, tell me when he'd be home. But then he started coming home late, saying he was stuck at work. I'm not proud of this, but one night I checked his location. It said he was at a restaurant on the other side of town, a place we'd never been to together. When I asked, he lied, said he was helping a colleague with a car issue. I wanted to believe him. I chose to believe him. The discovery. One Saturday morning, Alex went to take a shower and his phone buzzed. Normally I never touched it, but something in me broke. I picked it up. It was a message from someone named Elle. "Last night was incredible. Can't wait for next time." My stomach dropped. When Alex came out of the bathroom, I was holding his phone like it was toxic. "Who's Elle?" I asked. My voice was shaking. For a second, his eyes widened, and then he laughed. "Emily, don't do this. It's just a friend." "A friend that says last night was incredible?" He froze, and then the worst thing he could have said, "Maybe we should talk about us. I'm not sure we're working anymore." The collapse. He packed a bag that night. Just like that, 5 years were over. No yelling, no begging, just silence and the sound of the door clicking shut. I spent 2 weeks in bed. I barely ate, barely slept. Friends tried to help, but everything felt numb. The person I trusted most had looked me in the eyes and chosen someone else. The coffee shop. One morning, I forced myself out of the house. I walked to a small coffee shop near my apartment. My hair was a mess, my eyes swollen, but I didn't care. I ordered my coffee and sat in the corner, just existing. That's when someone spoke. "Rough day?" I looked up and saw a man about my age, tall, with warm brown eyes and a smile that felt safe. His name was Ryan. He was reading a book and had noticed I'd been crying. We talked. At first, just small talk, but it was easy. He was funny, and for the first time in weeks, I laughed. The twist. A week later, we bumped into each other again, this time at the grocery store. We decided to grab lunch. Over time, he became someone I could talk to about anything. He never pushed, just listened. Then, one evening, he looked at me with this strange expression and said, "Emily, there's something I need to tell you. I work at the same company as Alex." My heart skipped a beat. "Wait, what?" He nodded. "I didn't know how to tell you, but I know who Elle is. It's Lisa. She's in marketing, and she's married." It felt like I'd been punched again, but then Ryan continued, "Her husband found out last month. That's why Alex's life is kind of falling apart right now. I didn't tell you before because I didn't want to hurt you more, but I figured you deserved to know the full truth." The confrontation. I don't know what came over me, but I texted Alex, "I know everything. Don't contact me again." He replied within minutes, "Emily, please, I made a mistake. I want to fix this." For a split second, I almost wavered, but then I looked at Ryan, who had been nothing but honest and kind, and I realized I deserve better. The healing. Ryan and I kept spending time together. It wasn't romantic at first. It was just two people who understood pain and loss. But slowly, something changed. The way he'd look at me when I laughed, the way he'd check if I got home safe, the way he cared. One evening, he held my hand and said, "You know, you don't have to be alone in this." And for the first time, I believed it. The final twist. A month later, Alex showed up at my door, flowers in hand, begging for another chance. I left her, he said. We can be happy again. But I just smiled and said, you left me long before you left her. And then I closed the door. The ending. It's been 3 months now. Ryan and I aren't rushing things, but we're happy. He says I deserve someone who chooses me every day. And for the first time in years, I finally feel like I'm choosing myself. TLDR. Fiancé cheated. I left, met someone who cared, found out the whole truth, and started a new chapter with someone who actually deserves me.